What's up, y'all? It's your dude, Tank Lip. The last great bee, we buzzing right now. It is what it is. Killer bee shit all day long, you know. You already know what it is. We in this. We outside, but we in this. What's good? We done with all that old shit. We putting that in the past. We moving forward right now. We outside. What's good with your life? Fuck your life. What's good with your life? It is what it is. We meditating all day long. We doing a walking meditation. In breath, out breath. Hold it. Let it out. Don't let life work your nerves too much. Right? We doing it. We doing it all day. We buzzing. Yeah, we got some type of TV show going on. If no one's filming and making the TV show, we'll fucking make it ourselves. Just get video clips after video clips, put it together, edit it just like the music videos, and make the fucking TV show that I've been trying to do my whole life, that I thought I was in and went so crazy from thinking I was in a TV show, then realized there's no TV show. The dynamic of thinking I'm in a TV show was actually really the reality of the nightmare that I'm really in. I don't know how better I can articulate it than that. At least I've arrived at a point where something so incoherent, or that I tried to explain to people in my life and I just came across like I'm incoherent, like I'm not making any sense. At least I've arrived to such an evolution of myself that I can just briefly articulate it and sum it up just like that. I'm basically living in a nightmare, but we're going to try to turn the negatives into positives. I guess shout outs to my man fucking Math Hoffa, because Math Hoffa always talking about turning negatives to positives. I've been about that for my whole life. Been a bunch of negatives and bad cards thrown at me, and I've tried to make lemonade out of these lemons. So, you know, one way to look at it is it's pointless, it's useless. Basically, how do you turn a piece of garbage into a fruit? I mean, a piece of garbage is a piece of garbage, but I'm here in some shape or form, so gotta make the best of it. We're making the best of it. It's all we can do. So you start talking the truth to people, they smile sort of at you. They want to walk quickly. That was a snapshot just now. That's the two people I've interacted with here where I'm at. The only two people I've interacted with, I try to throw such sunshine at them. Such sunshine and positivity, talking to them the way people are meant to talk to. One lady snubbed the shit out of me. And that lady gave me like the scared smile. Like she didn't want no trouble, so she didn't even want to walk past me. All I was doing was just talking to her. I got no one to talk to. Life is not meant to be so isolated. I deal with the isolation all the time. So today I'm trying to turn a corner and turn this into something else, even though it seems like it's going to be a pointless endeavor. And I say hi to this lady, and she looks up with the fake grin. She was not happy to have to walk past me. She gave me the fake smile, didn't say a word, so she sort of snubbed me. She gave me a smile, but she wanted nothing to do with me. She thinks I'm a crazy homeless guy, right? I mean, basically, she saw me as some kind of threat because I was talking to her. Really? So it's starting already, the madness and insanity of even bothering. But I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm fearless. I've decided I'm actually, as afraid as I am, I'm also equally fearless. So. And maybe, in a sense, as afraid as I've been of so many different things in my life, I've also always been fearless. Equally fearless. So, which you would think makes no sense, the statement I just said. How can I be equally fearless but also afraid. If you're fearless, you're not afraid. But, you know, there's different aspects and contexts. I'm not going to be afraid and run from how fucked up society is and allow people to dictate how I want to be in this world. So if I want to be outgoing and friendly and say hi to somebody, I'm going to do it on it. If I want to do it on a Facebook Live video, then I will. They can't control me any more than I can control their reactions to me. They can't control or dictate how I want to be in life. So, see, even my own mother is already, I could tell from her expressions, worried that I'm acting out and going to get in trouble. Basically, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make right here. What did I just say? Society can't control what I do any more than I can control them. Mom is walking up. I'll put the camera on her in a second. And she's already, I could see the reaction. She's concerned that I'm about to act out of control and get myself in trouble. Basically, right?
No, like you said you're going to put a camera on it.
Oh, well, that was so obnoxious of me to say. I'm going to put the, can I put the camera on you? Because I think we can make a great TV show. I mean, that's the problem here, is we could have this TV show so fast if you just got on camera, because you're a piece of work. Have a good day. Take care. See what I just did? That lady would never have said, have a good day. I went out of my way and shouted across the store 20, 30 feet to be loving and nice. And even as she said to have a good day, the clerk there, I mean, she did the right thing, but she even looked like I was being weird for saying have a nice day. I mean, that's what people should do, right? I'm going to do this all day long, and I think I'm going to film it. I think we're going to be on an all-day Facebook Live until my phone dies. I honestly think that's what I'm going to do. And I think that's going to be an answer to the new Tank Lip footage and videos. I'll admit it, my videos are boring. It's always just me. One of the answers is I need more people. I'm talking about these amazing things that go on in life and these lessons that I learn and go through, and I really do evolve mentally as a person, but my videos don't show the things that I'm going through. And I guess, part of the problem is society has conditioned me to think that if I act the way I really am and just be myself, that I'll get in trouble and get arrested and go to jail or go to a hospital. And that's like the silence of the lambs. And we've talked about that in my videos, that if I do what I want to do and don't allow myself to be controlled by the environment and those people's agendas, and I act how I want, just like the three people just now I said hi to, that's strange to them. Somehow their narrative and their agenda is I'm being invasive to them, and I'm being the controlling one. And I've tussled and turned with that, but I've become miserable allowing society to kind of silence me in that way. Like I'm towing the line with their agenda, and I'm against that. In my heart, in my mind, in my soul, I'm at a resistance to that, and the more I give in and let them cause my surrender, I become more miserable. They have no right to control me any more than I have to control them, and fuck them. If they don't want me saying hi, have a nice day, or hope you have a good day, hi, how are you? Those are fair, decent things of me being a good human being or a good robot if I'm a robot, I mean, give me a fucking break. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to be myself. I'm not going out and being menacing. I'm giving loving, positive energy. If they don't want no part of it, that's really their bad. They should not be allowed to control me doing that. So I'm going to have I'm also not going to film them. I don't think I'm going to, because that is invasive. I have no right to just film them without their consent. So I'll keep the camera on myself just to make sure I don't get in trouble, at least for today, since we're going to take baby steps with this. Because then they could turn around and say, why am I filming them? You know, and then call the cops, and then I'm going to be in a bind. Explain to the cops why I'm filming strangers, one after the other. So we'll take baby steps, but I'm not going to allow people to dictate my behavior. So, and as we answer different responses from people, I'll talk about, like, what did this person do? That's my freedom of speech to do that. So, what do you think? Makes a lot of sense what I'm saying, right?
Kind of what I said.
Can I get you on camera?
That's kind of what I said to you this morning. Like, very nice.
I mean, you have that Estelle Getty thing going on. You're like a golden girl. We could make golden footage here.
I just don't really
I mean, you're like that wise old lady that people talk about in like the Star Wars movies. Except in Star Wars, it's always an old wise man. You could be the new Star Wars, the old wise lady, and I could make you famous. You could make me famous.
I have no desire to be
You could help me out. The best thing you could do for me is get on the camera and get some footage of you, and it'll be good memories for me.
No, absolutely.
There's so many reasons why you should get on camera with me. No? I need to have another cigarette. So I'm actually going to pull over to Wawa and let you get your breakfast.
You don't want to have breakfast with me?
I want you to get out of the way so I don't feel like I'm dragging you along. And if we eat again, we eat again.
Well, I'm not going to be able to eat again for a long time.
Since
so
I
it's
want
up
to get
you.
a cigarette in, let's just get you your
Let's
Wawa
just
sandwich.
discuss this
No,
now.
let's not discuss it because I'm not as needy as you.
All right, so then you don't need to eat.
I don't need to
Don't
this
tell me-
second. This
okay.
second, I'm content with my coffee and my
All right.
cigarettes. And actually, it'll give me something to look forward to at some point. Grab a sandwich.
Okay.
And I could care less if I eat it standing up. I don't need
All
to
right.
sit down and enjoy my food. I just
Okay.
eat.
Don't
to
make me
eat,
walk
so.
too far. Okay, that's fine. So you want me to get some of my breakfast? You want me to get my breakfast?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't like the spot I pulled into. This guy seems like he's going to be weird.
No, I'm just eating.
All right, we'll go do your thing. Dude, Tank Lip, we still here. We buzzing. We buzzing right. I'm looking damn good today, too. It's a good day to be on camera, make this video. Show how ugly they try to make me. You can only make a handsome dude so ugly. It's still handsome at the end of the day. When it come down to it, put the hat on and kind of distract you from the bald head. That face damn good looking. That's a face you remember, ain't it? You see this face, you never forget it. Ain't that the damn truth? I mean, let's be honest. Even you dudes out there, no homo, you really feel, you can see why I make that statement. You ain't gonna forget this face. This is the face of a star right here. The famousness may not have happened, but I mean, it's almost inevitable it's gonna happen. I'm relentless. I ain't gonna stop until I make it. I mean, that's gotta be clear as day at this point, right? I mean, the evidence is there, the writing's on the wall. Ma, let's do it. You're on camera. Look at us. Look at the two of us. This is memories right here. Say something smart and wise for the people. Well, give me like a little quote. Everything I got that's good going on in my head with my quotes is all really from you, basically. The apple don't fall far from the tree, so give us something that you gave me.
Okay.
What-
Last of the great human freedoms is to choose one's attitude.
Ooh, I like that. That goes perfect with today's themes. And who said that? Victor Frankl?
Viktor Frankl,
From back in the Holocaust days,
Holocaust
right?
survivor.
Holocaust, because we're two Jews, right?
Absolutely.
How fucking Jewish are we?
Okay, and that's what I did.
No, but how fucking Jewish are we? Like in a good sense. Like, let's put a positive spin on Jews since the world trying to hate us and put us in the modern day Holocaust. Let's fucking really revolt against this shit. Let's revolt. I just want to say for the camera, Ma, so I have some footage of this, I love you dearly.
Thank you.
And I'm really thankful for you because I don't know how I would have got through this horrible world without you. You've taught me a lot.
Okay, I'm going to say one last thing, and then
And you've given me a lot of strength.
Okay, I don't want to be on camera.
You didn't hear what I said. You gave me a lot of strength.
I heard that. I don't
You-
want to
I mean,
be on
truly.
camera after this.
Yeah.
But you asked me to say something.
Can we fight with any people today? Who can we fight with?
What
In
I
like a
wanna
good
say
way, like a good fight.
In response to what you said about Jewish people, it's important to know that the Jewish people are less than 1% of the entire world's population, and yet are the most philanthropic ethnicity in the world.
Philanthropic, so you're saying we give a lot.
That is correct.
Not just money either, wisdom, huh?
Learning, science.
Science, learning, a lot of stuff we do.
Philanthropic.
People hate us though, don't they? I mean, not just me and you. People hate the Jews, don't they?
Not everybody, but
no, but there's a lot of hate towards Jews.
Still a lot of stigma. A lot much.
So I'm kind of going through two realms. I'm getting hate from society, but it's also kind of mimics the hate that Jews get. So I'm kind of going through a dichotomy of hate and judgment. The stigma against Jews is kind of the stigma that I go through with mental illness and people just thinking I'm weird, is it not? People think Jews got horns on their heads and all this weird stigmas.
People cannot resist nice people, so just be nice.
Yeah, I'll be nice. You're right. I'll be obnoxious is what I'll be. Let's lock the door. What's up, my brother? I'm making a video. I won't get you in it, though. I don't think you want to be in the video. Trying to rise up and do that rap stuff. Aspiring rapper. He wasn't really feeling it. And again, most of them are not feeling it. People roll their eyes at you and judge you. Now, I called that one wrong. I thought he was going to be feeling me. He looked like the kind of guy that don't like being judged in society, so I figured talk to him, he would be feeling it, but he wasn't feeling it. But whatever. I mean, he looked like he had a lot of pent-up anger. Everyone walked by him and give him the same treatment as they gave me. Somebody come up with some good loving shit. He just looked at me with hate. That man must be suffering. And I'm not going to make this a black and white thing, but oddly enough, he was black. So I was being the opposite of racist. I was actually giving him the credit ahead of time, thinking, oh, black dude, he understands the persecution, that I go through as the odd white dude that gets persecution as a weird white guy. And he'd be a nice black dude, but he was actually kind of damaged goods. Like maybe he's received so much of that persecution, he just at a point of no return. So, but I don't see colors. I mean, it's just what he went through, and he happened to be black. I love black people. I actually give black people more credit than white people, to be honest. Because black people kind of inevitably, almost all of them, go through that persecution that I go through. From being black, there's been an oppression against black people, And I love them that much more for what they've gone through, honestly. Like, I understand it. I really understand it. I think a lot of white people are privileged and don't understand what they have gone through and what I go through. But he acted just like a nasty white dude, honestly. But whatever. It is what it is. I need to get these people in my videos. Like, that would have been great footage if y'all could have actually seen that expression I got from him. And I talked to him for a good, 20 seconds when I was telling him I'm on that rapper shit. And he just mean mugged me. I wish y'all could have seen it, because it would have depicted the look I usually get from white people, honestly. But, we're going to try to flip the script here today. You know, I often wonder, no one ever gets off their phone. Someone's always looking at their phone. Everyone's always looking at their phone, on a phone call, talking to someone. And I've chosen to disconnect from that because I'm just not a fan of distractions. I don't want to be distracted. I want to have my eyes focused on my surroundings, the people walking around me, the surroundings. But you know, sometimes life calls for change, and life is not working out for me the way I'm doing it. I'm frustrated and unfulfilled, and I want to feel more fulfilled. So, you know, at the end of the day, trying the same things and expecting different results, Einstein, of course, same things, expect different results, is insanity. And I'm not happy with the insanity of what's been going on. It's insanity to me. So I'm going to be on the phone today. Only the phone's going to be more like my camera, because I'm really talking out loud the thoughts that are going on in my head to y'all on camera, trying to find a balance of not filming these people as I'm interacting them. The camera's on me. There is a thing where I could flip the camera and do them, but again, like I said, some people might call the cops. That dude just now, he might have just started a fight. Fuck the cop. He don't want no cops call. He might have just tried to snuff me in the face or something if I did it. So, and you know, talking out loud like this while I'm around other people, they're gonna look at me like this dude's talking to himself, and I'm at the risk if someone thinks I'm disturbing the peace if I dare to speak my mind about someone I was talking to. Like, someone gives me a negative interaction like that, and then the guy hears me talking to y'all on camera about him, you know, that's like kind of disturbing the peace there too, because I'm kind of now provoking the dude, because they hear you talking shit about him. So we may get some confrontations on cameras, but why should I be afraid of that? I'm going to be fearless. I'm just going to speak my mind. Not worry that I'll look weird walking around life talking to myself, because as y'all know, I usually do most of my talking in the house by myself. I try to not cause trouble and problems. I mean, the evidence is there. Video after video that I do, you see me sitting in my kitchen, and it's boring. Y'all don't like, now that's, I like that. She knocked on the window. She knocked on the window to say hi. This clerk here that I know at Wawa. Nice lady. One of the few here in this town I'm living in now that's actually loving and personable the way I like. Like my cup of tea. My kind of woman, my kind of person. See, she matches the energy that I really want to put out in the world, the loving, positive energy. She actually puts it out and matches that towards me. So I'm going to keep giving her that energy. I might even just ask her to get on camera right now. See, here's the thing, though. Then I got to flop the cards to her that I'm Tank Lip. Why am I making videos? You know, she don't know that about me. I don't flop to everybody I meet, oh, I'm Tank Lip. I try to blend in and just be a normal person. For the most part, and I have to work at it because I'm far from normal. I'm not a normal person. In some senses, yes. In some senses, I'm the way I'm supposed to be. In a lot of senses, I'm the way I'm not supposed to be. In a lot of senses, the way I'm not supposed to be is because of stuff people have done to me that have made me sick and not the way I'm supposed to be. She may first now begin to think I'm weird, and if not right at this moment, she may then go do her research. Oh, that's Tank Lip. Let me check him out on YouTube, and then sees that the dude actually weird or something. You know, she sees all my videos. Then next time I see her, all of a sudden I don't get that positive energy from her. She think, oh, because I gave her a little clue, a little riddle, a little code to crack, the name Tank Lip, she get curious because she's feeling me. Goes and looks me up on YouTube because I tell her I'm making YouTube videos. Then she now knows I got mental illness because I got all my mental illness stuff stamped across my YouTube channel. Now I may no longer be as attractive. Maybe she really is dope. Maybe she doesn't judge. Maybe she's already seen me for my true colors and that I'm a decent dude and doesn't judge me for my quirks or whatever she sees physically that's weird or quirky. Likes parts of my personality and sees, oh, well, that's pretty cool. He had mental illness. I never would have known it unless I saw his video. Maybe she'll think that much higher of me. Who the hell knows? And honestly, who the hell cares? I want to get her in the video because it will portray something positive here. It's a reaction and a response of how she acts, and in my opinion, the way most people should be, because that's how I like to be, personable, interacting with other human beings, interactions, human contact, versus this 6 feet apart, silence the lamb shit where no one wants to be talked to, and if you do, you're weird and you get in trouble for invading people's space. So we'll see. First, I'm actually going to go take a leak in the bathroom. Can't say that too loud because that's almost like lewd exposure. You say out loud, oh, I got to go take a leak. It's almost like you just whooped your thing out and now everyone's seeing what you got down there just because you're talking about going to take a leak in public for other public people to hear you talking about touching your ding-dang. Well, here we are in the bathroom. Camera's on me. Not that head, though. Oh, yeah, that feels good to let that out. See, we're real candid today. Candid camera, Tank just taking a piss in the bathroom. Let that out. In breath, out breath. See, we really up in the bathroom. Okay. That's where I just took a leak. I guess y'all see I didn't wash my hands. That's kind of dirty of me. So much for keeping my hands clean. Wonder if that's going to be a metaphor for the day that I am not keeping my hands clean and we about to get dirty. Provoking people and this and that.
I did a race last week.
That's the money in first, and then they'll ask you which game you want to play. You put it, and if you want to read the thing in there. It will not give you change, though. When you change, get it for me, okay?
Donna, what's going on? I'm on a video, so I don't want to invade your privacy. It's on me. It's on me. I'm doing a blog.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, about being a friendly dude and how certain people react to it.
Great dude. What, are you kidding me?
So you're like the way I want to be. I'm like a personable, outgoing person that likes human contact.
Exactly. Talk to people, smile, make eye contact.
Yeah, so you do it the right way, but a lot of people are not like you. So I'm talking about that on my video.
More people need to be like us, baby.
That is true. All right.
We'll be in a much better mood, I can tell you that.
I'll see you.
I hate them.
See? She sees it the way I see it. I should have got her on camera. I definitely should have got her on camera. But, you know what, I definitely felt, even with her being so friendly, I almost felt kind of like a shyness. So I guess there is not complete fearlessness. I almost felt like shy telling her that we're talking on the blog. Kind of plexed me up a little bit, so I don't know. Well, we're still doing it here. That's weird. I didn't expect, but I'm gonna have to face it. Instead of run from it, I have to face something came over me there that even with
car on her hat.
all those props I was giving her about not being shy and me loving that, I still felt for actually that first moment. And ever talking to her, I actually felt shy, even though I wasn't even hitting on her. The hitting on her and all the flirting stuff has gone down many times. All of a sudden I told her we're on camera and I'm talking about our interactions and how what we're doing right now, just being friendly people and having contact, and how I think that's the right way and we see it. Almost telling her we're doing that now on camera, and before me and her were on camera that I was even talking about her and how she's doing it right, almost made me shy. I need to explore what about telling her all of a sudden made me go from fearless to almost shy. Something is there and I don't even know exactly what it is. It's almost like there was something quirky about now talking about what me and her were doing naturally, all of a sudden made it quirky. I think maybe subconsciously I was in tune with that, and that's what it was. But maybe it's something else. I don't know. I'm having another cigarette, Mom, and then we'll go.
No, you have to put
And
this in the cup.
my camera's on, so try not to be too
This has to
goofy.
be in the cup. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because otherwise it's spilled.
All right, put the camera over there. You should talk to the camera while I'm gone. No? I'm gonna move because this dude here is making me uncomfortable. And I'm not a fan of having to move because someone's making me uncomfortable, but I just don't really want the problems with him.
Just a holy spirit.
Yeah, he's kind of bent out of shape, and I just don't want no issues with him. Because my day will end quickly, you know. I'm trying to do something different without the problems.
Close the door, please.
I'll take the phone with me. What do these dudes want? These dudes just checking me out. They ain't pocket checking me. They're doing some type of checking. Like, oh, Tank Lipp crawled out of his cage today. We better put him back in his cage. God forbid he get a little cocky with his life and want to start talking to people and getting other people on the camera. That's almost what that look was from those two dudes right there. Like they somehow know something about the cage I'm in. Maybe they're the ones that put me in the cage. If I'm in the cage, they know every time I turn on that Facebook Live, oh, he's snapping out of the funk. Let's put him back in the funk with some oppressive stares and stare at him like he's weird or like there's going to be a problem for him being outgoing again and an extrovert instead of an introvert. That's like there was a lot of things they were saying by just looking at me, not even talking. Just staring at me with their fucking shady-ass sunglasses. Like, take your sunglasses off. Show me your eyes. You know? On some shit like that. This guy's almost giving me the same look right here. Like, what am I doing wrong, dude? Let's talk about it on camera. Let's fucking talk about it on camera. He actually, even though the camera's on me, maybe the way I'm holding it, he thought I was filming him. So that's where that dirty look was coming from that dude. I'm telling you, you got to be careful nowadays. I mean, people get real upset. A lot of people got a lot of issues with a lot of stuff. He may think he getting spied on, and here I come putting the camera on blast. And even though I got the camera on me, he might have thought I was filming him. He's ready for that fight. Like, dude, why you spying on me? Because he may think people are spying on him in his own life. And here I am, he don't know me. Maybe this guy didn't put me in the cage. He don't know me. He in his own cage. And thinks I'm trying to put him on blast on the camera. And if I had the camera on him, I would be guilty of that. So I want to try to kind of say what I got to say today without incriminating myself to the point where I'm the one at fault for provoking people. I want to speak my thesis, my point about people in society and what's wrong with society nowadays, and make my points and my punchlines and be in the right. I don't want to be the wrong one where someone could turn around and say, well, I provoked them. This is why I'm getting the reaction. Because a cop come along and I got to explain that I had the camera on them. I may be in the wrong. I don't necessarily know all the laws and stipulations with that now. So I gotta be careful. You know, Donna up in there, just saying her name now, maybe an invasion or privacy that I say her name is Donna. Had I had the camera on Donna, even though she was being all pleasant and kind of an illumination of something positive there, had I put the camera on her without the permission and then said, Donna, you're being filmed, before I had actually got her consent, it may have gone sour. And even though it would have made better footage to have her on camera as I was getting that interaction with her, I mean, definitely part of the point here is I want it to not just be me on the video. I want to get some other people in life on camera, on footage. There's no doubt it'd be better footage if I had, for 30 seconds, had Donna on camera. I mean, Donna was talking to me. You heard Donna's voice, but you didn't see Donna. But it's almost safer. Just for today, baby steps. Do this the way where no one could turn around and say anything negative about what I'm doing. So maybe next time we get Donna on camera. You know, so maybe this won't be a 1 million view video because it ain't that interesting. It's still just Tank Lipp himself talking and talking, and just Tank Lipp on camera. Maybe this will get 5 views. Instead of 100, as if 100's even good. You know, this is the pigeonhole I'm in. For me, like 100 views is almost like y'all's 1 million views. I'm deep in the rabbit hole right now, but I gotta try to climb up, even though the rabbit hole is what it is. You don't get out of the rabbit hole. That's why it's a rabbit hole. But I still want to try to climb the fuck out of it, because this is miserable. So, you know, damn, we on here 37 minutes. It feels like longer. Maybe we're not having that much fun yet. I don't know. Eating my charge on my phone here. And all of a sudden, these people got me talking Tank Lipp Southern accent. Now, this is the shit that happens. All of a sudden, I'm Tank Lipp Southern accent because it's almost more socially acceptable. In Rome, do as the Romans do, sound like the majority of white people. So I'm trying to blend in almost subconsciously. Now I got the Southern accent, which I do on purpose, but now somehow it's become me. And the New York Tank Lipp is like gone. When I was talking to the black dude for the first 20 seconds, I was sounding real rapperish, like a real rapper, you know. I had that New York slang accent, and all of a sudden, 30 minutes at the Florida white Wawa, they should call it white Wawa, I'm talking like a Floridian again, sounding all Southern. It's weird. It's like as much as I'm in control, I'm out of control, you know? And as much as I'm out of control, I'm out of control, and I'm in control. It's just, there's so much going on right now. In every second and every moment, that at least I'm documenting some of it on camera, you know, because it's getting overwhelming to go through most of the day without the camera on, and then turn the camera on, and I'm like, well, what should I spend this time talking about? Maybe I just keep the camera on all day, every day, and talk about it as it goes on. It'll be less overwhelming. I won't have to bottle up as much frustration. I won't have to bottle up as much thoughts. Just like put it on blast for myself to reflect back on, to have as evidence, to have as documents, and for the world to see, because I'm obviously trying to be up in the spotlight and tell the world something. But what am I trying to tell the world, you know? Right? Some dude on a bike, and he just ignored me. I know he heard me say right. I know he heard me say right, but he just went by on his bike. That's me being provocative. See, you can't do that shit. See, I just got provocative with him, but he a scared, timid white dude. But if that was a black dude, he would have come and tried to punch me. That sounded real racist, didn't it? Yeah. What, Mom? Because I want to get out of the town for a little bit. Mom, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. We can't stay boxed in all the time. It's good to move around a little bit. We do this stalemate, boxed in life every day. Let's just switch it up. You ate, and now you're still not content.
All I had was a little potato.
Well, eat again, like I said. So if you didn't eat, then you'll be able to eat something when I eat. I don't know what to tell you. I'm on some good I think I'm on to something here with this new kind of dynamic I'm doing with the videos. I've tried it sort of in the past, but I get real timid at a certain point. I guess I've had so much confrontations with people in my life that they have silenced me to an extent. I am almost afraid to get brolic, even though being brolic is being fearless, you know? And not being afraid to talk to a camera, like, I mean, it's my video. People do it all day long. We discuss. Everyone's on their phones, talking to someone on a video chat. Why is it that me, that's actually the real fearless one, has become so afraid to be on a video? Like, I'm just talking instead of somebody to the camera, since I have nobody to talk to. So I'm talking to my video and making footage for myself and my channel and trying to turn a negative, me being alone as a negative, into a positive, and all my thoughts that come to me, and not be consumed and overwhelmed by thoughts as I'm getting them off my chest. But somehow something has happened in the past where I shut that camera off because I'm afraid I'm going to get myself into trouble if I start speaking my mind in public. That I'm going to tick somebody off, and I'm going to have confrontations where the cops come and I get trespassed. And I'm tired of getting trespassed from places, and I'm tired of going to hospitals and jails. So some of that is still rooted and seeded into my existence, my history. It's hard to get away from my history, you know? And I want to fight it today. I should not have to be afraid to be on a camera doing a blog right now. That's me losing myself. In a bad way. You should lose yourself to an extent, you know? It's very deep. You know, losing yourself is sometimes good, but to lose yourself in the sense of your purpose, to lose your purpose, to lose your sight, to lose your confidence to do what you want to do so that you have a fulfilling day, that's not a good losing yourself. Lose yourself as in, you know, don't be uptight and follow what really matters instead of the things that inhibit you. That's a good losing yourself. Like Eminem, Lose Myself, his song Lose Myself. That's a good lose myself. And that's kind of what I need to do. Society is starting to inhibit me to a point where I really have a problem with it. I need to break the mold. They're trying to conform me to their narrative and their agenda. You know? And I don't want to be a toy soldier. I don't want to be a toy. I want to be a soldier in the sense that I'm strong, but I don't want to be a soldier's toy soldier. Who the hell declared them the soldier? That they get to make me their toy soldier. And that's where it gets to be a slippery slope, because almost how strong am I really? Am I strong because of their control or my own control? Or is strength just always good, no matter how it derives? You know? And this is a great reason why I should be on camera. Do you see how almost every second there's a deep thought that I'm getting off my chest? I mean, we really could do this all day long and not even scrape the surface of everything that I have bottled up inside. This is a very healthy thing that I'm doing for myself. Just have the video on, even while I'm driving right now. If I wasn't talking, my mind would just be racing. You wouldn't be hearing the words, but I would. I'd be still hearing the same conversation in my head, so at least I get it out of myself. Mom, don't muck up my video and start your usual bullshit on the camera. You're on camera. They hear you nagging at me. You just interrupted my thought. This is not Girl Interrupted. Angelina Jolie is not in this movie. It's Jason Lipp and his mom. Not Angelina Jolie. This is not Girl Interrupted. Or Boy Interrupted. Come on. Interrupting my thoughts. What am I doing wrong? I'm driving. It's actually a healthy thing also. I'm multitasking instead of focusing too much on driving. Damn, buzzing. This is getting real funny. You're not driving with your foot. My hand's on the wheel. I don't drive with no hands. But why the hell should I drive with two hands? Should you always have two hands on the wheel? Hello? The other thing I don't like about doing a public video like this, everyone knows where you're at. And if they don't know exactly where you're at and you're on camera to this extent, they at least know you're not home. Now who's going to go break in my house? And see, I worry about this shit. These are actually thoughts that come to mind. Now, another reason why I don't put the camera on all day long, and why I usually put it on myself when I'm at home, because, well, okay, he's home. It's going to be a little harder to break in his house. We know he's home. And he's not sleeping. He's up. So now how are we breaking in? Now, y'all can see I ain't home. I'm up. I ain't asleep. But in a sense, I'm sleeping because I know I dropped my guard. I eliminated being afraid of doing a video. While y'all can see I'm outside my house, it doesn't eliminate the risk that y'all may now think I'm slipping and you're going to use this opportunity to, well, he's out of the house. We can clearly see in live time he's out of the house. Let's go break in. You know? Unfortunately, I live in this boxed kind of schizophrenic mentality where I do worry and get paranoid about silly, stupid stuff like that. But unfortunately, that's not really my fault. That has been conditioned in me too by them. Who's them? Who's they? Well, I've been trespassed against times when I've left my house and I come back, and what's this strange shit sitting at my house? You know, strangers or people I know that don't want me to know it's them come and put stuff up on your yard, maybe a sign of something, taunting you, and you know somebody's following you and keeping tabs on you. They knew you were away from your house and they came right up to your doorstep and put something provocative on your house. you don't want the enemy getting the better of you, so then you start staying in to guard your house, but then you're not guarding your life. You're missing out. You're letting life pass you by right now. In a sense, I'm not letting life pass me by. I'm passing and moving through with it to an extent. Always to an extent or context. You notice that? No matter what I do the right way, it seems like I'm somehow not quite fulfilling what should be the road I'm on. There's always some type of subtle fork in the road, even when you're moving straight through. Deep, huh? That I'm saying this straight road we're on is actually a fork in a context or sense or realm. Because maybe I shouldn't be on this road. Like, why am I on this road at 11:24 a.m. on July 30th? Maybe so many things happen in my life that if they didn't happen, maybe I'd be on another road in a state of the USA 1,000 miles from here. You know, the butterfly effect. The different ripples in time and life that cause one to be in the destination they're at a certain point, rather than where they could have been. Deep, huh? I like an encyclopedia of deepness. You ever noticed? Where's my off button? Ha! Funny? It's too much, huh? That's why I have no friends. I'm okay with myself, though. I'm my best friend.
Okay.
I am my best friend because I'm actually a fan of who I've become. I think I'm fucking amazing. I think the stuff I talk about is so real, so authentic, and so genuine. And I think it's such a shame that more people don't appreciate me. Now, I don't think I should have the need for their appreciation, but I think it's sad that more people are not evolved where the stuff I talk about is appreciated. I think that's a sad reality.
It just goes to certain behaviors, that's all.
And once again, goes to the butterfly effect. I'm out of place in time.
No.
I'm not necessarily in the place I'm supposed to be.
Certain behaviors that you can actually control.
Let's not go on what I should do. I think there's actually people that would appreciate me, and they're just not in my life. And that is sad. That is sad that more of the right people are not in my life.
Chipotle here is open.
Because there's certainly people that would dig what I'm saying.
Chipotle's open.
Nice. Can I get you on camera again? Because I love getting you on camera. Talk to me about something. Give me some feedback about what I've been talking about, and then it'll be you on camera talking about it. I've said a lot of material. Let's see what you have to say in response to anything. Anything I've talked about. What comes to mind?
Okay. Having the inner strength and courage to face oneself honestly opens up doors that one would not have imagined could open.
Nice.
Another way to look at that is to recognize that the human condition is very complex. We all struggle in myriad ways, some more than others. Too often, our defenses prevent us from challenging ourselves. If we put down our defenses with the understanding that they're only defenses against truth, and we don't want to defend against truth.
You don't want to run from it.
We do not want to run against truth. Truth is freeing.
So can I say something?
So I'm not quite finished. It's important to recognize that victimhood only disempowers an individual. Victimhood means, very simply, that one relinquishes power over their own life, welfare, well-being, to others. Because if they're a victim, that means they have no control over themselves, that only others and external forces have control. It's very easy as a defense to fall into the role of victimhood by thinking and feeling, this is what they did to me. That's disempowering. Nobody can evoke feelings in you that are not already there. And that's the real test of evolution and growth. That if you're triggered, recognize you cannot be triggered if nothing is there. No one's responsible for what's there other than you. And it's actually a metaphorical knock on the door if one is triggered. Gives one an opportunity to say, wait a second, I might be reacting way too much about this, so I've got to look to myself to see why. That doesn't mean we give others a pass for wrongdoing or hurtful behavior, but it means we take responsibility for our own well-being and we take it away from others to decide if we're okay or we're not.
Well, you said a lot, and there's a lot I could respond to, and there's a lot I agree with, and even the things I agree with, I sort of disagree to an extent, but I just don't know if I have the mental energy to go back and forth on all that. I'm just grateful we got you on camera for a little bit, honestly. I could definitely discuss some of that stuff for a little bit.
The main theme here is victimhood. Be wary of victimhood. Be wary of victimhood. Who's that?
A friend calling me. That was a lot of information she put out there.
Come on, Jason.
Almost need to let my brain simmer down a little bit. Like, she put so much information out there, and it definitely, even though it might have sounded different to y'all, it definitely correlated to what I was talking about. And I feel like I could then come back and say a bunch of responses to her, but when you're operating a vehicle, I almost feel like I need to just take a pause for a minute, get out, have a cigarette, let my brain rest and calm down, so I'm not like on information overload from her. Because there's her information, the information I want to give her in response to her information is just like, we've been on video for 50 plus minutes, an hour now, talking kind of deep stuff, so... And there's a lot of layers and realms to what we're talking about, me and my mom. So, I don't know. I just wanted to have a cigarette before I even start talking back to her on that stuff. I'm almost contemplating shutting the camera off and just taking a pause. Instead of doing an all-day video, maybe do an hour at a time, half an hour at a time. Because y'all don't have the attention span to... watch 5 hours straight. I mean, maybe a few of you do. And then this be like a Estelle Lipp and Jason Lipp documentary. Could be the form of the TV show I need to say everything I gotta say. Maybe I don't gotta get society on camera. Maybe I just finally put mom on camera, and me and mom talk about people in general. Maybe that's the answer to these Tank Lip videos, the Tank and Mom show. I don't know. Spend an awful lot of time with mom now. I'm on camera with mom. It's getting almost ridiculous. Oh, she's basically the only one that hasn't abandoned me. I've lost so many people along the way because people just can't handle the truth. I put everything on blast. At a certain point, even the people that like me start to not like me. It does happen. Even my own mom, but at least she don't leave me. And I kind of love that loyalty, so. Another tricky slope, or slippery slope rather. Trickery slope too. Trick or treat. Halloween, huh? 2008 to 2022, 14 years later, here we are. I died on Halloween. Somehow I'm still here. That was 14 years ago. What is that in dog years? What is that in alien years? I'm definitely become the alien. The isolated, alienated person. Yet I've become doper. I've become way more dope as a person than I was when I was enjoying life. Best of times, worst of times. It's like my marriage with life. For better or worse. Married to life and death. All at the same time. Alright, y'all. You know what? On that note, we're going to end this and do another video after. I love y'all.